Hey, welcome back to 10 Minutes with Jojo. Let's dive into the secret behind almost every superachiever, this powerful, invisible force that just seems to propel them forward. When you think about anyone who's just crushing it, like a Steve Jobs, a Michael Phelps, or Richard Branson, it's like they've got this secret ally, right? An invisible force that's always pushing them ahead. It's the real reason why the successful seem to just get more successful. Well, that friend has a name. It's momentum, or as I like to call it, Big Mo. And let me tell you, Big Mo is one of the most powerful, kind of mysterious forces in success. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but you absolutely know when you've got it. And once Mo is on your side, you're pretty much unstoppable. So to really understand how momentum works in our day-to-day lives, we've actually got to start with a basic principle from, believe it or not, physics. Now, this isn't just about science class. This is a fundamental law of human behavior. Seriously, an object at rest, think about the couch potato, tends to stay at rest. But an object in motion, that high achiever who's in a groove, they just keep on going. This simple law explains why starting a new habit feels like climbing a mountain, but continuing one can feel almost automatic. It's kind of like pushing one of those heavy old-school merry-go-rounds. You remember those? At first, oh man, it's just agonizing. You have to throw your entire body into it just to get it to move an inch. Then, slowly, you start building a little speed, and it gets a bit easier. And then, you hit that magic point where you can just hop on and enjoy the ride. That's Big Mo taking over for you. Think about the sheer energy it takes just to get started. A rocket uses more than 90% of its fuel in the first few minutes of flight, just to break free from Earth's gravity. The hardest part by a long shot is just getting off the ground. And in your life, your old habits, that's gravity. Okay, so if inertia is the big problem, then what's the solution? How do we build our own rocket and finally get it off the launch pad? The answer is actually pretty simple, but it is so powerful. Routines. Just look at the greats. Michael Phelps trained with his coach for 12 straight years with such insane consistency that finishing practice 15 minutes early for a school dance was like a once-in-a-decade thing. Or Apple, they had years of slow, steady growth before the iPod blew up and their revenue exploded. And the golfer, Jack Nicklaus, his pre-shot routine was so dialed in, it never varied by more than a second. Predictability, my friends, is the engine of momentum. But, and this is a big but, this leads us to a really crucial warning. Once you have Big Mo on your side, the most dangerous thing you can possibly do is let him walk away. The cost of just taking a little break is so much higher than you think. So here's the bottom line. When you skip a few workouts or you miss a week of those important sales calls, you don't just lose those few days. No. You kill your momentum. Stone. Dead. You're forced to go all the way back to the beginning and start that agonizing push all over again. I want you to imagine one of those old-fashioned hand-pumped water wells. At first, you have to pump like a maniac, right? Putting in all this effort, and for what? Nothing. Then, finally, you get a little trickle. If you keep going, you get a full, steady stream, and now it's actually easy to keep it flowing. But what happens if you stop pumping, even for just a minute? All that water falls right back down the well. You are back at zero. All that hard work to get it started, completely wasted. So what's the big secret here? How do you keep Big Mo in your corner for the long haul? How do you keep that water flowing without completely burning yourself out? The answer is so simple. Be the tortoise. You know the story. Winning isn't about these frantic, crazy bursts of speed that you can't sustain. It's all about pace. The person who develops positive habits and just applies them consistently, day in and day out, will beat pretty much anyone else in the long run. It's not about being the fastest. It is all about being the most consistent. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Don't try to change your whole life at once. That's not how this works. Just pick one thing. What is the one small, consistent routine you can commit to starting this week to invite Big Mo to your party? Think about it.